Hi, my dear students. In this video, we are going to see 6th NCERT Social History Chapter 2 from hunting gathering to growing foods. Actually, in ancient periods, many peoples they get their food by hunting and gathering, hunting the animals and gathering some fruits and vegetables from the forest. How the peoples change their job from hunting gathering to growing some crops like wheat, barley, etc., and to have a settled life. We are going to see that in this chapter. How the peoples changed from their work of hunting gathering to growing foods. This is the thing we are going to see in this chapter. First, the earliest peoples, why they are moving from place to place. Nowadays, why we are moving from place to place? Just to see the friends, to go to school and to purchase something in market or something else. But in ancient, in earliest periods, people they used to move for different purposes. First, actually they have a fear of this using this plants and animal resources. So they want to move from place to place. And actually if they are staying in the particular place, all the vegetables and fruits, it will be completely over. It will be completely, we will eat everything, whatever resources available nearer to us. So they want to move from place to place in search of plants. And also they want to hunt the animals, right? So the animals move from place to place. So in search of that animals, peoples also move from place to place. And nowadays if we are opening the tap, we are getting the water. But in ancient periods, we need to go to river or lake to take some water. So if the water, river or lake near to us, if the water is drying up, we need to go to some other river or some other lake. So in search of water, they will move from place to place. And if you are staying in the particular place, if you are having an apple tree near to that, so in particular season only we can get the apple. So they want to move from place to place for different seasons to get some fruits and vegetables. So what are the simple reasons? In search of plants and animal resources, in search of animals to hunt, and in search of some trees and plants which produce their fruits and vegetables in particular seasons, and in search of water. These are the four main reasons why the hunters and gatherers move from place to place. Here, what are the things they have used? Archaeologists are the persons who study and collect about past things. They are called as archaeologists. They found out some tools that were used by these hunters and gatherers. What are the tools? Three main tools are there: stone tools, bone tools, and wood tools. For what purpose they have used this stone? See here, you can see the stone, right? So it is used to cut the meat. Whatever animals they are hunting, they can cut that meat with the help of this stone tools. It is sharp, right? With the help of that sharp edges, they will cut the meat. And if they want to have some plants and vegetables and fruits, they want to cut the roots, right? So this will dig the ground. The stones will dig the ground and it will edible the roots. And to stitch the animal skin also, even though for stitching the animal skin, they will use this stone tools. These are the purposes of stone tools: to cut the meat, to dig the ground, and to stitch the cloths. And bone tools. What purpose they will use bone tools? Actually, the animal skins, to scrap that bark and hides of animal skins, they will use that. And for chopping means also, it is also the another meaning for cutting. Chop fruits and roots. And also they will make some handles for this arrows, right? Handles of spears and arrows. The hunters use this bones. The bones of animals, they will take the bones of animals and they will sharpen it and they will use that as a tool. And wood, for what purpose they will use this wood? Actually they will use this wood to make tools like this. You can see the tools like which have been shown in the picture. And they will use this wood to make hut also, to stay in a place. And do you know where the peoples often live during that ancient period? The hunters and gatherers, actually they will select their location where the resources of water is available. The sources of water near the river or near the lake only they will stay. And the availability of stone will be also available. We already heard the word Stone Age. That is, stone is very important in that particular period. Hunters and gatherers. So availability of stone and the resource of water should be nearer to their staying place. Like that place only they will choose to live. And Bhimbetka, today it is called as Madhya Pradesh and previously it is called as Bhimbetka. Actually here we can see many caves and shelters, and here we can see Narmada Valley, and many paintings of wild animals where you can see here where what they have drawn while they are hunting and gathering. They have also painted in caves and some rocks. So you can see some paintings what the hunters and gatherers did in rock and caves. Here you can see some of the paintings that have been drawn by hunters and gatherers in the ancient period. Painting of some wild animals with some colors in caves and some rocks. And you can see one cave here, right? That cave is called as Colonel Cave, and that is in Andhra Pradesh, right? Okay, what is important of this cave? Actually, this archaeologists, they found out that many ashes are there, evidence of ashes that is used in the ancient period. That is in hunters and gatherers period, they have used this fire. How we get ash? Usually, whatever we burn, if we burn human beings or animals or paper or wood, whatever it is, as a result we will get ash. So in the ancient period itself, the hunters and gatherers start to use fire. For what purpose they have used this fire? What are the uses of fire in ancient periods? As a source of light. Now if we are switching on the switch, then the light will be on, right? But in ancient period they won't have any electricity or anything else. So for light purpose they will use this fire. And to roast meat, whatever the animals they are hunting, they will roast this meat with the help of this fire. And if any animals are entering into the cave while they are sleeping or whatever it is, they will threaten these animals using this fire. That is scare, using this fire to scare the animals. Three important uses of fires in ancient period are as a source of light, to roast meat, and to scare animals. Actually, we are going to study three lithic periods: Paleolithic, Mesolithic, and Neolithic. First one is Paleolithic. What is meant by Paleo? Lithic. Lithic is a litho or lithic. It is a common word, right? What is meant by litho or lithic? It is a stone. Litho or lithic, it means stone. Paleo means old. That is from 2 million ago to 12,000 years ago. That is very old period, right? So there again the period is very long, right? 2 million years ago to 12,000 years ago. So again they have divided this Paleolithic into three: lower, middle, and upper Paleolithic. That is according to the time period they have divided into three divisions again. And the next one is Mesolithic. That is middle. Paleo means old. Meso means middle Stone Age. That is before 12,000 years to 10,000 years. Between 12,000 years ago to 10,000 years ago. Actually, many tiny tools were also used. That is called as micro. Micro means, you already know, micro means very little, very small. So very small tools have been used. That is called as microlithic. Right, you can see in this picture, very small stone tools have been used. So here some technologies have been introduced than the Paleolithic age. And the next one is Neolithic. Neo means new. Paleo means old. Meso means middle. Neo means new. New Stone Age. That is, we will use some different tools to even to shine the tools. To shine and shape the tools, we will use different technologies in Neolithic period. Actually, before 12,000 years ago, the climate, there is a change in the environment. That is, everywhere the grassland it has been developed, and many number of animals they started to survive on the grasses. So now the hunters and gatherers observe deeply that what is the advantage and disadvantages of this hunting and between hunting and gathering, and heading and rearing. Hunting and gathering means killing the animals and eating. Heading and rearing means we are just brought up in the animals and we are using the animals for our own use. So what is the difference? Hunting means it is only one time use. If you are seeing a sheep or goat, we are just hunting it, we are just killing it, and we are toasting it and we are eating. The single use. And if you, for example, if you are taking that same sheep or goat and you are going to brought up that, what and all uses you are having? You can get wool from that, you can get young ones from that, and after some days you can sell it in the market. So you can get more and more amount of benefits from herding and rearing than from hunting. So people thought of this. So they slightly changed their characters of work from hunting and gathering to herding and rearing animals. They also started to fishing the fish, started to fishing. And again, now the peoples also started to do farming. Farming means agriculture. How they started? Actually, naturally, in some places, wheat, barley, rice, etc. were grown. So now the men, women, and children who lived in the ancient period, they collected these seeds and they themselves learned how to plant the seeds and how to harvest the seeds, etc. And now they have started to farm all the seeds and they have collected all the grains and they have started to grow all the plants by doing some agriculture. And also they have started to herding. Herding means growing up of some animals in their own. The first animal they tame means the protection animal, right? The first animal they tamed was a dog. And many animals they tamed and herded, that is sheep, goat, cattle, pig, etc. And also they started to call off these animals to different places to eat some grasses, and they have protected these animals from wild animals like lion, tiger, etc. They have protected the animals from wild animals. So if they want to protect the animals and if they want to do some agriculture purpose, definitely they want to stay in a single place. They should not move from place to place daily. They want to stay in a single place to protect these domestic animals and also to do some agriculture. So now they started to build some hut using wood and they have started to stay in the same place. That is called a settled life. And gradually they started domestication. Domestication means plants and animals tended by people become different from wild animals and wild plants. But the wild animals are different, you know very well. Wild animals, they are in forest. We humans won't help them to grow. They themselves grow, they themselves eat, etc. But domestic animals, it completely depend upon human beings. Human beings will provide food for that and they will protect from these animals from wild animals. You can see the teeth are difference between domestic animal and the wild animal. See here, the teeth of domestic animal is very small and the teeth of wild animal, it is very large. So everything, it has been become a process before 12,000 years ago. And the animals they have domesticated first was sheep and goat, and the plants they started to grow was wheat and barley. So as I already said, if they want to do some agriculture, farming or etc., they want to stay in a same place. So they started to stay in the hut. And what is the use of this grain? Actually, they use this grain as a seed. If again we want to grow wheat or barley, they will have some seeds and they use the seeds to grow. And as a food to eat, they will cook this grains and they will eat. As a gift, if any neighbors, they are getting married or something else, they won't give the gift like watch or etc. what we are giving in the present day. They will use the seeds as a gift in the ancient periods. And also they have stored this food for the future. And where they have stored? They have stored in clay pots and baskets, and also they dug the pits in the ground and started to store. And what is meant by storing animals? That is meat and food of animals and young ones of animals. What and all we can get from animals? Milk, wool, many benefits are there from animals. So every benefits they have used. And the archaeologists, they also find evidence for the farmers and herders. They lived in Kashmir, northwest of Kashmir, that is northwest Kashmir. Because how they found this, that in Kashmir the peoples did farming and herding, because the remains of that burned grains were there while they are searching. The archaeologists, while they are searching, they got some remains of burned grains and bones of different animals. So with the help of that evidence, they ensured that the peoples in ancient periods, they started to farming and herding in Kashmir. And as I said, the people started to build some huts and houses and they started to stay in a particular place, that is settled life. What houses they have built? Actually today in our life, we are using cement, bricks, etc. to build our houses. In different models, different architect we are building. But in past ancient periods, in Kashmir, that is Barsamho in Kashmir, they started to build pit houses. That is the house which is dug in the ground with some steps. Actually, why they build like this means it can be provided as a shelter for cold weather. If we are feeling very cold, it will provide you as a shelter. And also cooking, archaeologists also find the evidence for indoor and outdoor cooking. Actually, many days they will cook outdoor. If it is raining or if it is very cold, they will cook inside of their home. So indoor and outdoor cooking both are held in the ancient periods. And Neolithic tools, that is new modern age tools, they have used some different cutting tools and mortars and pestles, etc., article, amical, like that they have used to grind some grains, etc., for cooking. A closer look, living and dying in Mehra. Okay, where it is? It is near to the Bolan Pass, to near Iran. It is near Iran. And here only, it is a very oldest village. And here only people started to grow barley and wheat. And also say they rear some animals like sheep and goats for the first time. And they also find some animals' bones were found in this place. And burial spots also find, burial sites also find in this particular places, that is human beings are buried with the goats also, some due to some belief. And we can also find some square and rectangular houses with some compartments that is used to store some grains, and also peoples lived there. That is about Migra. It is near to the Bolan Pass and it is the earliest village where the people started to grow barley and wheat. That is how the peoples in ancient periods, they have hunting animals and gathering some fruits and vegetables. After some period, they started to farming and herding, and they have moved to a settled place, settled life. That is using, they started to live in home and they started to do agriculture and they have started to grow some animals. So that is about chapter 2, how the peoples turned from hunting gathering to growing foods.